This is gonna sound a bit cheesy, but I think my favorite moment of you was the first day. We like Zoom called and it was my like prep and orientation. That day was just so nerve-wracking, but you made me feel so welcomed and at ease. Like you made me feel confident that I could do this job. I could do it at the best of my ability. So I would say my fave and best Marco moment was when I met you for the first time. And then I remember right after I met Vanessa, that was a good moment. I'll always remember it, and you helped me so much. I remember with Slack and figuring the password for my Mac. I remember that was a whole other situation, but that was my favorite moment.
The day we finally met in person, I finally got to hug you, and it had been like a year and a half since you hired me and we were working together. So selfishly, that's my favorite Marco moment because it was, finally in person and I got to see you and hang out with you. But a different moment outside of getting to hug you, I feel like it was, we were texting one night about reality TV, and I was trying to get you to watch Love is Blind or Love Island or something like that, and you were explaining the show to me, and we went back and forth for like 10 minutes trying to figure out which actual reality show you were watching, and you just got all caught up, and you were like, wait, no, what? And I was just trying to figure out, and I was like, okay, what is the premise? We gotta go through this. I always find it hard to think of particular moments that I like the most about people, because I feel like, as gushy as it is, every day with you there's something new and something that I always like, and something that's always my favorite moment with you.
It's gonna sound like kind of a dour one, but I always think back to when we had a bunch of playoffs and our teams were all shuffled around and we lost our boss, and it was just kind of like a really scary, dark time. And Marco all of a sudden had all of us on his team, and just was kind of given a pat on the back and said, this is, figured out. And just him being very honest and empathetic and compassionate. And I don't know, it just set the tone for his relationship with us. It set up immediately in such a positive, bright way in such like a kind of shitty time, and so I really like that.
Honestly, there have been a lot of times where it was my favorite, but I think one that pops up for me the most was when we went somewhere and I saw Marco get blush for the first time after drinking one sip of beer. Hilarious. I loved it. I don't think I ever mentioned it to you.
It's pretty much impossible to choose a single favorite Marco moment, but the ones that come to mind initially are the times we played random games with CS team and custom team, or the time you, Andrew, Julia, and me pretended to be bears doing a heist in a honey convention. That's just random fun memories that I have.
I think can't describe it in one moment, but it would be when you started and your initiative to learn what we were doing and to show us that there was more of a future in CS and how much CS can grow and how much of a bigger part CS can be within a company.
Is honestly all of them. Just Marco on Slack or Marco on a one-to-one, his undying passion for the polls on Slack, they're all just wonderful.
All of the Marco moments, because he's the best one.
I don't have one favorite Marco moment because every moment knowing Marco has been my favorite.
Not necessarily a single moment, but a series of conversations that we've had that didn't necessarily have to do with work. I feel like every time that we've ever had like a one-on-one or just a quick chat that I've I always leave our conversations feeling a million times better and feeling like I got the perspective that I needed that I couldn't necessarily give to myself because I was too wrapped up in my own mind. Yeah.
When you were talking about mermen, your eyes would always light up in joy, especially on your birthday when you got merman ornaments.
We were just wrapping up like a Google Meet. I think we were just discussing like the hiring process for building our team a bit. And you made a comment that you really enjoy the whole interview process, both interviewing and being interviewed. And I just think in the moment, it was just really funny. It was, especially for my personality type, it was like a very absurd statement. But on a deeper level, like I think it really shows that you've fallen into work that you're passionate about. You have skills that a lot of people don't. You're comfortable in a lot of settings, a lot of people are not. And I think, yeah, I just like, I don't know if I'll ever meet someone who loves the interview process.
When you called me to offer me the job, I think I actually squealed. I was so happy. The main reason I was so happy is because I heard so much from Megan about how awesome everyone on the team was. And after meeting you in the interview process, I could tell you're just an amazing person. And I was like just so excited and happy, and I feel your positivity on the other line of the phone. It just made me even more excited.
Was when I met him, because he has such great energy. He was so friendly and so chill and so kind, and in my interview I was genuinely really excited that he was going to be my boss because, yeah, I've never had a boss like him. Just so friendly and makes me feel so welcome, and yeah.
I think my most favorite moment with you is the fact that you could always joke and have fun about all of the custom tattoos that came through the platform, no matter how weird or crude they were.
It has to be the first time that I spoke to him when he reached out to me to ask me if I was interested in a role at Inkbox. So he called me and we started talking, getting to know each other. And I don't know what it was, but I kind of knew I got the job, but I also knew that he and we just had this really great connection. And I kind of knew from that moment on that he'd be my manager and, you know, just a really good friend that would be in my life. So yeah, that was probably my favorite moment, that I knew when you existed, basically.
Hands down, your positivity. Oh my gosh, your positivity was, compared to my last job, this made work easier and it made it enjoyable. You were just always so positive about everything leading, and don't get me wrong, we all have our bad days, but you managed to keep everybody calm most of the time, and just the way you handled situations. You were my first manager who I felt open to talk about like my own personal stuff, so you're an amazing listener as well. So the things I'm gonna miss the most about you is your positivity and how easy you were to talk to.
Everything. No, I'm gonna miss our daily stock check-ins at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I'm gonna miss talking about cute boys. You know, Grant Gustin will always be in my heart, and I'll always think of you whenever I see him, whenever I watch The Flash. I'll miss your incredible, infectious energy. I'm gonna miss everything about you, to be honest. I'm happy we got to be so close, because I know that this isn't the end. It's just the end for you at Inkbox. It's not the end for us.
It's probably gonna echo other people, but I would say that Marco is everyone's biggest champion, no matter what. You can think as highly of yourself as you want, and Marco will always be there to, you know, see that extra little bit about yourself. And that's something I don't know if you get from a lot of leaders. You should get from a lot of leaders, but it's just always there and always so appreciated.
Your way of thinking and the positivity that you bring around everyone that's around you, and I'll definitely miss that about you. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I think what I'm gonna miss the most about you leaving is the fact that you constantly checked in on everybody, asking how their day was, how they were doing, how their weekend went. Just, you know, sincere conversations you had with everybody and you were always on top of it. I think those small things usually like go a long way most of the time. And even back to the interview we had before we officially started working together, I honestly cannot express how much of an impact that had in me at that time.
Definitely gonna miss the fact how you would always come to bat with us whenever we would bring up issues. You were always there supporting us and teaching us how to grow and develop as individuals and employees, and I really appreciate that.
Just Marco's energy every meeting at 9:30. I think it's going to be really hard to replace.
His kindness and his understanding and just how wonderful of a human being he is.
It's just that personality, that energy, that natural charisma that Marco has. I'm gonna miss it in the Slack channels. I'm gonna miss it in the morning stand-up. And obviously, I'm gonna miss just having you around and having you lift up our days and make jokes that make everybody smile.
Everything, obviously. But if I have to pinpoint one thing, it is going to be your responses to Andrew's food questions, because there's nobody in our team that has a more polarizing opinion on food. And so now I don't think these questions are going to be humorous anymore, like, because we all had the same answer. It was literally just you went left and we all went right.
I always found that you always light up a room, you always make the day brighter, even through a screen. I loved the fact that you would always go to bat for us and just always be fiercely loyal to all of your employees and friends, and I always appreciated that, and I always noticed how hard you worked for us.
I definitely miss your sense of humor, your good spirit. You know, you always ask what everyone did the night before in our meetings, and like, you're just very genuine. I do think, even though sometimes no one really replies, your sort of spirit kind of lifts the team, and like, we really appreciate it. I'll definitely miss talking about all our not safe for work topics. It's definitely, I don't know, like, if we have to talk about weird things, you're definitely have been a great person to bounce ideas off of, and yeah, I'll just sort of miss some of the absurd parts of our job that we do.
The Slack chats and how positive you were in all of them, and all the jokes that everyone, like, you would make with everybody. You make sure to take the time to be active in everyone's lives and keep a positive, encouraging vibe, which I think is something that everyone is gonna miss so much.
Our morning meetings, when he just always comes in, like, even if he says he's tired and stuff, like, he's always laughing and always cracking jokes, and it just puts a really good vibe on the day. So I'll definitely really miss that.
I really loved the fact that you were always like such an understanding boss who like listened, never judged us when it came to problems that we had during work or even outside of work.
I don't know, I will miss Marco. I will miss you being my friend at work. I will miss venting to you about product, our favorite thing. And another thing that I will miss, I know it's kind of silly, but you know, sometimes we get to meet some really cute vendors, and it's always so fun to you know, just give our 2 cents on them after the call. So yeah, but you know, really, I will just miss you, Marco, but I know that you and I will still be friends after this.
I don't know much of what I could give to you. I'm just a university student figuring out my own life, but if it's one piece of advice I'd give to you is just keep doing the same thing you're doing now. Be that positive manager, and I know some managers are tend to be a bit harsher and a bit more strict, but being the way you are, being a good listener, positive, still being strict, but in a good and informal way, your employees will love you, and you're such a likable person. It's hard not to like you. So I would just say keep doing that in the future, because you'll get so many networks and being able to help others, and they'll be able to feel comfortable with you, which is good, because then they will like you, because some employees don't like managers that are mean, but you're the complete opposite of that. You're hands down best manager I've ever had. And I just hope that this new job you're going to brings you even more happiness. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and I hope one day we can meet. One day I hope we can meet. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, thank you for everything.
My advice for you, Marco, would be to take time for yourself. Just take time for you, not necessarily time for a side hustle or another business or your own personal business, but like just time for you to be away from it, to just be still and at peace, and not have to worry about other people. That's my biggest piece of advice for you. Just try and find more time for you.
Wouldn't even be advice, it would just please keep being who you are. And I know I never told you this, but you've made a huge impact on me and my life and my thoughts and just everything moving forward. I always think about you and how supportive you've been with me and my journey, and I do really appreciate that, Marco. Thank you so much, and I'm grateful to have met you. Yeah.
I promised myself that I wasn't gonna cry on camera. No, I'm kidding. But I don't want to get sappy. I wish nothing but the best for you. I know you're gonna, like, it doesn't matter where you'll go. You're just an honest, caring, amazing person. And everybody's always gonna love you no matter where you are. And I'm sure you're gonna make a big impact. And you're gonna be the change that you want to be in the world. And I'm happy for you. Anyways, Elisa, me, and Avocado will be waiting for you in Dean anytime you want to come visit Vancouver. So we'll see you when we see you. Right?
Don't change. You're an amazing person, an amazing leader, and I wish you all the best.
To just live life as you've been doing. I mean, it's not much advice, but yeah, I don't think Marco really needs any advice. I think he'll do really well.
Be your authentic self, and I don't know. Just keep doing whatever you're doing because you're the best one.
Please never lose that. Please always continue to be just as charismatic and just as fun as you always are. And the genuine version of yourself is always going to be the best version of you. So please bring it anywhere that you go and everywhere that you end up.
To always stay spicy, because I feel like you're a fighter. Always making sure that we get what it is that we need and that people don't walk all over us. Yeah, stay spicy.
Keep being your amazing self, Marco, and I know you'll continue to do amazing and phenomenal things. I'm gonna miss you so much. Bye.
I don't know, I feel like you're a very grounded person, so I would say stay that way. Don't use your wordsmithing skill to get some like crazy PR job for bad people. But I think, just stay true to yourself and don't change. I mean, change in the good ways, like growth is good, but everything you're doing is working, and you really impact the people around you in a positive way. And I think that's just part of who you are, and it's not really advice, but just, just stay you, and we'll miss you a lot.
I would say always enjoy the people around you and keep the good ones close. Like, if there's anything I've learned over the years, it's that people who truly care and love you will always lift you up and be there for you, keep being your genuine self, and good people will just gravitate towards you. And yeah, you'll do great, and I'm super excited to see where things go, and keep in contact. Okay. Bye.
To just remain being his wonderful self, and to always show up really authentically, because I think that's gotten him really far here at Inkbox, and wherever he goes and whatever you pursue, just be yourself, because you are awesome, and I think that will always shine through. So yeah, just stay authentic.
I don't really have any advice for you on your new journey, because I think you're gonna knock it out of the park, just like you always have and you did with us, and I just hope that you get an amazing team like we were. Miss you very much.
I know you work so hard and you're so loyal and you're so dedicated in everything that you do, but you need to take time for yourself, and you need to take vacation days and enjoy your life. Like, work will always be there, but like while you're young, and even though you say that you're old, but you're not, while you're young, you want to do things in your life, and take time for yourself, because you never can go back in time, so you don't want to look back and just say like, I just worked my whole life, right? Like, you need to travel and enjoy your life. So yes, my advice: take vacation days, take time for yourself, and travel. And I will miss you so much.
Always have that third cup of coffee in the morning. It'll be a lifesaver. No, but I just stay true to who you are. I mean, I know that's you. You're an incredible person. You're the most incredible people I've met in my life, let alone this past year. There hasn't been a lot of great things about 2019, 2020, but meeting you is definitely one of the best things to have happened to me in the past year to 2 years. But yeah, my advice is just to stay true to who you are and to do what makes you happy. I know that's what you're doing. I know you're following your passion in both your career and personal life. Like, I'm really excited for this next step, and I can't wait to hear about what you'll do next, and see what you do next. And I'll miss talking to you on Slack, and yeah, that's about it. And I just know that whenever I'm having a hard day and you're not there to bitch and complain and whine to, I'll just grab my coffee mug and just always state that everything will be okay. I love you. I'll miss you a lot. And yeah, that's it. Everything will be okay.
I'm reaching out to you to talk about something you need. Customer service. Do you oversee it? I
think I could speak for everyone to say that we are going to miss you so very much. You were such a fantastic boss to have, and we're really sad to see you go, but excited to see you move forward in your journey of life.
Hey Marco, just wanted to say thank you for making this such an amazing place to work. I know that we're all going to be missing you. You've given me a lot of opportunities to gain new skills in even the short time that I've been here, and I've always felt very welcome, and it's been one of my favorite places to work thanks to you.